Okay, this is gonna be some alien shit.
Looks like we made it here in one piece. Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy. All right, it's done. Apologies for the wait, you guys.
That's a lot of fish you've cut up again, Kisara.
That's because I caught so many earlier. If you're going to eat them, it's best to do it while they're still fresh.
Was it difficult slicing up that many fish?
No, I'm used to it. It's no big deal for me at this point.
I know I probably shouldn't be saying this after all the trouble you went through, but I've never really understood the appeal of sashimi.
Oh, I'm sorry, Law. I didn't realize. I only make it because it's an easy way to deal with big catches when I fish.
You haven't done anything wrong, Kisara. Law, if you don't like the flavor, you're always welcome to add some of my spices to it.
Hey, yeah, that might work. I'll just put some of this here.
Dude. Yeah, you forgot Alvin likes a lot of spices on his shit.
What's wrong, Law? I've never seen someone jump up and sprint off that fast.
He ran as soon as he took a bite of that sashimi.
Was he crying because of the taste?
I don't think the sashimi is the problem here, guys.
Yeah, I think Alvin has like the fucking hottest. He doesn't have levels. He goes just the hottest. Who else needs to get cooked? Okay, you need ice cream. That's an artifact. God. Uncover the ultimate. Can I have not got that? Okay, so you need make it roasted chicken.
Good. This came out just the way I hoped.
Hey, what's the smoke? Is it an enemy attack?
Seriously, it's making my eyes and throat burn. What the hell is going on?
It's probably some sort of gas. Try not to breathe it in as much as you can manage.
Gas? Those cowards!
Isn't this just cooking smoke?
What kind of food makes your throat burn so bad just from the smoke?
Oh, a lot. There's a lot of fucking
believe
food
Alphen
that.
is-
They're trying to gas Alphen?
What? Those sick bastards!
There's a lot of food
I
that
won't
actually
let
a
them
lot of
get away
smoke
with this.
involved.
Calm yourselves
It
and
sucks.
listen. I was simply trying to say that Alphen is the one cooking.
Oh?
Maybe I should throw in some more spices, just for that extra kick. Yeah, that'll help. Think I'll turn up the heat while I'm at it, too.
Oh God.
Oh, crap. The spice is burned. Well, at least the meat's coming along nicely. All right. Now I just flip it over, and then...
Yeah, you know the no shugogoki. Oh my
Hey,
God.
Alphen?
Shugo-
What,
Shugoki.
what are you doing over there?
Food Wars. God
Oh,
damn
sure.
it.
Perfect timing. I actually just finished roasting up a chicken. Call everybody over so we can eat together.
Shugogeki.
I
Fuck.
used a ton of spices, so it's got a good punch to it. Might have overcooked
thought
it
I
a
always
little,
said
but
this shit.
It should still taste good.
I'm starting to understand why your food always tastes so damn spicy now.
Hasn't anyone told him that
There
it
you go.
is actually possible to have too much of a good thing?
If that's the taste he truly wants, far be it from me to contradict. His cuisine is a rather delicate repast.
Now, do I have ice cream for actually get that last one? Ice cream? Oh, yes I do.
Easy peasy. I knew I could handle it. This ice cream tastes so good.
I swear, you're always having ice cream, even when it's freezing cold out.
And who made you the food police?
No one. I'm just saying that's a lot of ice cream. Don't you ever, throw up or anything?
Did you really just say that? Try thinking before you talk.
Huh? What do you mean? All I'm saying is I'm
worried.
just a little worried about you, okay?
Well, don't be. I can have ice cream whenever I want.
I built my
You
stomach
say
to eat.
that, but you know what's gonna happen if you keep eating ice cream all the time.
It's none of your business what I eat or how often.
Arguing over the consumption of a frozen dairy product. Ah, to be young.
Naive might be more accurate.
The uncover, which is the. I thought I did uncover the freaking ultimate ingredient. Echo Surge. And you have the fucking kick. Damn it. Okay, accessory, graphics, accessory, mystic. Fuck, really? I bought her. Oh, damn it.
You could.
I should have checked my goddamn stats. I should have checked the goddamn stats.
Never be too prepared. But did we?
Yes, we had to spend all that fucking money.
We have to spend so much?
Get everything ready. Ah, screw it. Whatever I have, I have. Hopefully when I beat this, I'm gonna try beating the fucking that bird again. Which sucked that basically I had to fight it by myself. Well, Elephant had to fight him by himself.
In a bind, ready and ready.
Make it rain! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
29?
Right, here goes.
You require a hand.
Shockwave flash. Win.
I think I'll pass on the
I can carve through armor. Can't get out of this.
I'm not.
Holy
Again.
Coming through.
69. It's like in Pokemon. Levels don't give a fuck anymore. No, scratch that. Like fucking like Dragon Ball. Power levels are just bullshit. You could be like 20 levels above, but somehow you can kill a fucking god that's 20 levels higher than you.
Not today. You're mine. Armor won't save you. No further. Try this. How about I'm not done.
Look sharp.
Demon Fang.
Stop its charge. This one's mine.
It's over.
Oh, that was kind of close. That was fucking close.
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if
Any heals?
that's the case.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Bring him down.
I don't even know the word defeat.
This motherfucker just decides like, hey,
I really don't
you're doing your fucking flame move?
Where are you going?
I'm gonna take it and just fucking go for your fucking buddies.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished. My turn.
This
Oh,
ends
that was
now.
fucking quick. I'll take it.
Not a chance. Damn it.
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Looks like it's gonna be some whole shit. Is this gonna be some horse shit? Like right away, there's gonna be a fucking boss. You know what? I believe it.
Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns. As well as my own past, I have to be ready to face anything. But whatever happens, I'm determined to save Shion and Dana. Nothing I learn can change that. Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
I want to look through that room over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
That's the room you visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out.
I was about to say, give me a little bit of control.
This looks like some kind of research facility.
A laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
For the people of Lenegus, the Forbidden Zone is the stuff of dreams. Yet here I am, standing within its hallowed halls.
It's off limits even for lords, then? Talk about an exclusive club.
Being exclusive is one thing, but how many important facilities let in only the Sovereign? Doesn't that seem a little strange?
Strange doesn't cover it. If it was only one room, maybe. But a place on this scale? How do they keep it from falling into ruin? Whoever the Sovereign is, they can't manage the upkeep of this whole place themselves.
Did no one ever talk about it when you were growing up?
No, not that I can remember. Then again, Sovereigns and Forbidden Zones weren't exactly breakfast table conversations.
The Forbidden Zone is a hallowed place, at one with the Sovereign's authority, grounds of the one true ruler who presides over all Renans. That is what we believed this place to be. No, what we were made to believe it was. But now, it is finally time to discover this area's true purpose, and why it was kept hidden behind the scenes for so long.
How many, like, test subjects died doing this?
I think I can make this work.
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Danon astral energy so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure, taking the form of a Danon. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign.
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the Master Cores. With all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the Lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait.
What is it? Did you find something?
It's a list of names, with the title, Test Subjects, Sovereign. It's your call.
Fucking
Read
do
it.
it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait, I think I've found one that was successful. Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
Go on.
They re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
Alphen.
It's fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Volron.
Volron? But that means...
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way too.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
But what about the winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Upon victory, the Sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined. When a new Sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 Sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all lies, including the part about the Sovereign residing in Rena. The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
But even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the Sovereign, then who was it?
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a Sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
The Red Woman?
It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme. She could be working for someone else. Someone back on the Renan homeworld.
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can see. Just file upon file of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately. I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what you can, while we're here.
I'll do that.
So this is where Alphen became the Sovereign, and Volron as well. The significance of this location would suggest...
Hey, it looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them. They might contain valuable information.
Only 2 sovereigns in over 300 years. So why has the experiment only succeeded twice in all this time? And if that's the case, why keep on doing it? Was there really no other way? Or could there be some other reason?
Dohalim.
Forgive me.
Alphen.
I'm fine. I'm just a little shaken, that's all. I knew what I was already, so it's not like it's a surprise or anything. But it's strange. I've got all this rage inside of me, but I don't even know who it's for. I'm scared that I'll put a face to it, just to have someone to blame.
If that were to happen, then No. Then we'd help you fight it, before you ever got that far. Wouldn't we, everyone?
Yeah. We wouldn't just sit by and watch you spiral out of control.
That's right. No good can come from being consumed by hatred.
If you ever start to lose your way, you can count on us to guide you back. To remind you where home is.
And I would be happy to lend an attentive ear, should you ever have need.
Thank you, everyone.
Our
I
friendship!
think I'll be okay now.
Alright, so let's see. Any grades? Like a top. Massacres? Cores are instruments of power containing astral energy that belongs to one of the 6 elements. 5 of these master cores, those with earth, water, fire, wind, and light, are loaned to Renan lords at the time of the crown con. Only the dark master core is maintained inside the Forbidden Zone until the Rena's Alma are ready to be born. It's kept top secret. Underneath the master core's spherical outer layer is a force field crystal used for the purpose of astral energy containment and stabilization. The force field, astral energy is stored in a dormant state. For the duration of their tenure, each lord competes in the crown contest to amass their loaded type of astral energy. In the event of an emergency, lord may be allowed to withdraw from their respective stock of astral energy as necessary. However, the extent allowed is determined based on their individual strength. Addendum 1. 9 flaws have been discovered in how Rena's Alma materializes. It advised that the active master cores make resonate the other master cores located in the close proximity to become unstable. 2. Due to the successful regeneration of the Renaissance, Master Course will deployed and the crown concept will be permanently halted. Okay. Spirit cores are internal. For the collection of astral energy. When embodied in the biological subject, it establishes connections throughout its body. Are you a mass astral energy generated from the physical activity, then emitted from the host body itself? Emitted energy is prone to diffuse. The host must be placed within range of a spirit vessel for the energy to be collected. The Danans must be employed to harvest the astral energy for the purpose of the crown concept. Given the difficulty in producing them, it is advised that spirit cores be retrieved from the host bodies and reused upon their death. Spirit cores can also be embedded in sugals to control them via astral arts. Venom. Increased physical load on a host body tends to produce increased astral energy emissions. Final confirmation is of ideal workload to impose on host bodies without inducing death for maximum astral energy yields its still pending. Okay? It's like really like saying, all right, dude, you've been reading, you need some water. Oh god. Alright. Sovereigns access Lenega's central control devices for the spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and crest. A dead-end subject serves as the base of its creation. In theory, skill candidates possess an equal affinity for every astral element. However, such aptitude is statistically rare to uncover within real-world conditions. As a result, most subjects die during the adjustment period, and stability is still not guaranteed for those who survive it. This instability, coupled with a sovereign's power of astral manipulations, pose a high risk to the security of Lenegas if left unchecked. Such stabilization measures must be put in place via the support mechanism when utilizing the sovereign spirit channeling ceremony. Added in 1, no effective and alternate methods to perform the ceremony have been found. Trials on Danan subjects are authorized to continue. Unit 2 adjustments are a success. Subsequent adjustments are to put on hold while extended observations take place. For the Maiden. Maiden acts as a sovereign support, okay. Renin subject serves its function providing the sovereigns with a supplement dark astral. It lacks in tandem with the Renaissance. During the ceremony, it is part responsible for astral energy conversion, as well as maintaining stability over the sovereign's own powers. Additionally, the degree of intimacy between it and the sovereign has been observed to possibly impact the levels of stability in both subjects. This, parallel activations of the sovereigns without the maidens present are expressly forbidden. Furthermore, neither the sovereign nor the maiden are informed about the details of the bitches. Addendum 1. Mentally instability. Oh my god. Stability. Ability. The maiden has been deemed the cause of the past sovereign's rampancy. Countermeasures must be Addendum 2. In line with the planned adjustments, the current subject will have its maiden registration revoked and be returned to its original household. Crown contest, 5 of the best qualified members of the Renan populace are chosen to act as lords. to serve as the next sovereign. During their tenure, they are granted level 3 authority, as well as one of the 5 element realms administered, and its corresponding master core. They also assign an ID crest indicating their designated element. Okay, I was about to say, did it fucking freeze? Selection process is based only on astral, artist, and physical and mental aptitude. Other variables, as age, have no bearing whatsoever. Only the strongest go on to become lords. The position itself does not inherently make an individual any stronger. It should be noted, however, that lords are not the only individuals capable of drawing out a master course power. All Renans must take part in the selection process, and acceptance position is mandatory. It is not allowed for those deemed suitable to decline. By fucking Dolholly couldn't fucking decline it. Furthermore, in the event that an acting lord is incapacitate. Hold on. Capacitated. God damn it. Can't even say it. And can no longer serve their position. A replacement must be quickly prepared. I took down 3? 4 technically? You didn't say no one. Following is a report on the second successful case of the Sovereign Test subject experimentation. Subject 10105, given Volron. Although subject possesses high latent potential, it exhibits significant mental instability, along with a strong distaste for following orders. As such, resting it possesses capacity those of the last successful subject of a failure, and is therefore under consideration for disposal. So he said, "Fuck y'all, I'm going down in Danon and kill whoever I see." This is the first case in 300 years. Previously mentioned risk factors are now negated due to the established control protocols. Subject is to be evaluated under the assumption that Plan 2 will proceed and will dispatch to Dana under the guise of serving as a lord. Ah, damn. Oh! Mask. Device covering the wearer's whole face. It restricts their mental activity. It was developed for the purpose of pacifying prisoners. Medical applications are also recognized, particularly as a means of preventing patients from sustaining mental trauma. Yeah, how about that? However, doing so is not recommended, as prolonged use of the device carries the risk of producing a number of adverse side effects. Hopefully this isn't like a fucking foreshadow. Okay, due to the loss of production facilities incurred from the partial destruction of Lenegus, additional devices will no longer be manufactured. Brainwashing report. After receiving reports of the robust new form of cruel merging in Dana water realm, a study was commissioned to investigate the matter in depth. It's unique in that it elevates only the Lord as the supreme authority, while relegating both Renans and Danans applied to enslavement. Atis 010 Balron serves as the realm's current lord and has achieved this without any drugs or special devices. Rather, it has done so by sheer governance. Given this method's effectiveness at population control, monitoring of the situation will continue. And then 1, collapse of a cognitive abilities via experimental repression, rooted in violence and fear, has proven to be key to this style of rule. Once the subject loses the autonomy, they become sensitized. Fear and oh my god. God damn it. Subsequently prioritize, god damn, even their own personal safety. Though a state is ill-suited for commanding officers, it remains an effective way to cultivate disposable infantry and slaves for manual labor. Addendum 2, and Lennigas who undergone this treatment will be asked to clear classified sectors as a trial. The results will be monitored. Christ. Lennigas. Large-scale astral energy converter that primarily converts the elemental position of Dana's astral energy and transmits it to Rena. Activation and control of astral energy conversion is achieved by placing the Sovereign, Maiden, and Rena's Alma within the core of Lennigas. It is comprised of classified and essential personnel residents around the large conduit, along with a defensive layer surrounding them. This outer layer is deployed upon activation, unlocking the central conduit, while simultaneously functioning as a stabilization mechanism. Due to its design, deployed of the outer layer is expected to cause damage to residential zones. Well, no shit. Which, you guys kind of said, you know what, fuck the people, we don't care. So when we do the activation, whoever's out there, well, they lived long enough. However, because that only takes place during the final stage of the spirit channel ceremony, no contingency plan to address the said damage is needed. Wow, that's fucking up dick move. Until that phase, Lennigas serves as the central base of operations for the management and execution of the ground contents on Dana. Warning: anyone with level 3 authority or lower is strictly forbidden from the classified zone. Any violators will be immediately executed. Bitches. Massive spirit vessel placed on Dana for the spirit channeling ceremony. It serves as a tip of Lennigas. So the cock, from which it separates. Upon landing in Dana's waters, it extends 2 sets of conducting pathways. The vertical pathway is connected to the center of Dana. Meanwhile, the horizontal pathways proceed to envelop the entire surface of Dana. Once activated, it links the biological spirit vessel placed in each realm, efficiently harvesting the planet's astral energy and masses. Accumulate energy is transmitted to Rena via Lennigas. As the construction and adjustments take place in the Forbidden Zone's regulator area, Lennigas' outer layer must be deployed prior to launch. Intended to function as semi-autonomously. Really, that's how you say autonomously. Only maintenance personnel are expected to manually interface with it when necessary. No other personnel is required for it to function. And one detached Harvester 1 was lost on Dana after exploding due to the rampancy exhibited by the Sovereign. Addendum 2, Detachable Harvester 2 landing point will remain the same as that of the previous model. Due to the explosion of the previous model, which altered the planetary topography, enabling easier connection to the center of Dana. Shit reads. Alright, that's all of them. Pretty much Whoever's a sovereign currently, they're a bunch of pieces of shit. They don't even give a fuck about anyone's well-being.
Naori, I...
Don't talk. I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dana. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Renan never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain.
I swear to God, if Shion's is
Time
basically...
to go, Elfin. Farewell.
Naori...
That better not be like the great
His
granddad.
injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode. The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%? And worse, long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system.
Yep.
But... If I don't head back, Lennigus will be nothing but ashes.
Fuck Lennigus.
And this starship
Figure man.
along with it. I don't know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Alphen. But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try. I hope it's enough. Please, live for me, Alphen. That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lennigus.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lennigus crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight. Naori was the one who put that mask on me. It made me Iron Mask.
She did it to prevent your soul from tearing itself apart. She knew you might lose your memories and sense of pain as a result. But more than anything, she wanted you to survive. And you did.
Man, I'm gonna hate it if somehow they're both related. I don't want that. I don't fucking want that. It better not be related. West? Okay, you're giving me heavy treats, so I'm guessing the next door is gonna be a fucking boss, ain't it? It's like now I'm just like predicting. Boss? It's a boss, ain't it? It's a fucking boss, got it.
This place. We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
Of course.
Boss fight. I sense it.
After 300 years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony. This is where the Renis Alma was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
The Renis Alma isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
I move on? Say no more. Gotta do it right now.
Naori.
What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will again?
It's been a year since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told. As Sovereign, they linked Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself. The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening...
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees. Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done. With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how.
Destroying the...
Especially since that power was astral energy itself.
I have...
In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet.
like dark matter.
That at least would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first.
I would say like the light would destroy the dark, wouldn't it?
With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead. That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Renis Alma was lost, and Alphen, the Sovereign, was in a starship bound for Dana. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted, and for a new Sovereign to appear. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse on to my descendants as well.
How? One question. How did you find
Forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just...
How did you have sex? And also, how did you not kill the baby when it was coming out?
Naori.
I have so many questions.
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Danon voice speaking through her?
New clothes!
What?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this is the Maiden's outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Shion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience. By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a Maiden and Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renis Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns. Shion.
It's possible? You really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but... I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still...
No, it isn't! You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Rinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Renis Alma.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
I mean, finding like
Yeah!
a needle in the
We can
haystack.
protect the world and save Shion at the same time!
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renan lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Shion. You included. Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop. Thank you, Naori. So Naori sealed away the power that made me lose control of myself. She stopped my rampage and saved my life.
Can we see
Then,
a
that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you.
Can we see a
I'm
cutscene
so
of that?
Sorry, Shion.
him going apeshit.
It's my fault that you're cursed.
You're wrong. What happened to you was because of the ceremony and Naori's attempt to stop Oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years. The reason you lost your memories.
Is the reason for your curse.
The thorns.
It all leads back to them. But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No, the truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack, embracing everyone. All the normal things that people do together. I always wished I
Sags.
could experience them for myself.
Dirty sags.
And finally know what they were like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end, and...
That's not going to happen. I'm here to make sure it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything else. We're going to live a normal life. There are a lot of things you still want to do, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead. And it's for my sake. So I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future is finally in our hands.
Oh, oh, fuck. We got that, and now I'm just missing these. God damn it. Alright, give me 1 sec, I'll be right back. Gonna take a bathroom break. Reeds really fucked me up. Wait, hold on. And he's float. Damn it, I was hoping, like, is there like another... Like another attack? Ground attack? Actually, maybe. Okay, hold on. Before I do anything. Okay.
Sounds like this Naori chick had quite the big heart.
Her position demanded nothing less. From the sound of things, she didn't focus on differences, least of all those between Renans and Danans.
Yeah. It was Naori who first showed me that such a thing was even possible. And then she saved my life by sending me back home to Dana.
Not only that, but she willingly stayed behind on Lenegis for the sake of her people. It sounds like she was quite the hero, all right. A truly caring person.
It's as if walls meant nothing to her. The ones separating the Renans from the Danans, or herself from others. She had no need for them.
Which basically meant that she never had anything to break down in the first place, huh? Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
You inherited that legacy. Her wish for the world.
Don't I know it?
She's kind of like a lodestar guiding our way, showing us what we can aspire to.
Got new clothes, new weapon. Wait, did she get a new weapon? Okay, never mind. Shit. Really hoping that she gets a new weapon. Okay, so where is the boss? Kind of that room kind of screamed. Oh, boss is coming. You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. That screams like fucking alien fucking
That's
boss
quite
right
some
there.
door, all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
No, he ain't.
We'll find the Renis Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
After everything we've been through to get here, they damn well better be.
We'll probably be needing you to open this one for us, Sovereign.
Go for it, Alphen.
This is it, guys. Time to see what secrets are in store.
The bullshit. Yep, boss, right here. Fucking A.
We're a long way from the residential quarters now. It looks completely different.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, this place, it reminds me more of being back inside the wedge.
Except the Danon astral energy feels even stronger here.
In a portion of the city reserved purely for the Renin Sovereign.
Maybe he just has strange tastes?
This place looks like it has been here for quite some time now. If its design were a matter of personal preference, we would be talking from centuries ago. Or perhaps even further back. Still, this isn't the sort of decadence of taste spoken of in artistic circles. So what is it then?
Hold up, decadence? Artistic circles?
When a preference is indulged to its extreme, it descends into kitsch, eccentricity for the sake of it. I'd be happy to illuminate you further.
That depends. Does it involve you buying me lunch?
The void that art fills isn't the stomach, it's the soul.
In that case, I'll let you know the next time my soul starts to rumble.
Now all we need is something to fill up the void inside your head.
Shut up!
To be fucking naive. That's the word. I think that's the word I'm gonna try and go for. Naive. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go with naive. 53 hours. This is how much time you actually. Well, wait, hold on. Huh. Kind of nice. 53 hours. I think you have to do like put like maybe up to 80 hours in this fucking game. One to complete everything.
Volron! He really was still alive.
And there's the Renis Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait, though. Something doesn't seem right here.
Once more, the powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Renna, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself, reduced to a mere cog in a machine.
Hey, look! Over there!
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
It looks like it's
Gross.
still running, but are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort
How
of
about
scale?
we kind of figure that later?
Don't know.
Stab the motherfucker and take the ball.
But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renaissance. Because right now, we need that most of all.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alvin, look!
The Red Woman! So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
They all have the same face?
Red
How is that
Woman.
even possible?
Okay, this is gonna be some alien shit.
What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
The space hose.
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
I think they're space hose. Okay, great.
They're not feeling particularly talkative.
It's no use, Elton. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting just here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand.
And I missed that. Son of a.
Now we're not fearing. Here's evil, not in your dreams. Here goes Freeze Lancer. Raging Ryan Miracle. I'm only getting the waters of creation.
Holy crap!
Going in.
I can carve through armor. Take this.
Radiant Fire. The waters of purity.
Infernal turret!
Ready to go.
Okay, 1,000?
Take this!
I'll heal you all. Going in.
Severing wind!
Healing circle.
Give me this. Okay.
This should do it!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malachor! Going in.
Wait, hold on. Which one has less health? Or it doesn't even matter. They share the same. Okay, they share the same health.
That'll bring you down. Lightning orb.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Prepare to be seized. In a bind,
Winds of heaven. Radiant
my
force.
armor won't save you.
Heal. This one's mine. Glacial sphere.
Eternal devastation!
Okay, I can't even tell which is fucking our attacks.
Annihilation. Whirling trouble. Annihilation. Winds of heaven. Annihilation.
Megasonic thrust!
Seal. I'll be the power of flame. The waters of
Demon
creation.
Fang!
Immortal droplet. Explosion.
Burn in hell! You may be strong, but I'll never back down! No escape!
Can't get out of this.
This one's mine.
I owe you one for that.
Lunar corruption.
You're mine!
Lightning power. The waters one's mine.
Rising Falcon!
Wait, what do you mean water one? They're, do all of them have fucking different attacks? Well, different elements? Oh, fuck you.
I'll smash you.
Air thrust.
Take this.
The waters of creation. Immortal droplet.
It's over!
Here. Here's a healing arc.
Kinda. Yeah, fuck. Kinda said like, heal me now, woman, please.
Immortal droplet.
Denied.
Lunar corruption. Lightning orb. The power of war. Ryan Powell. Let the starting wind.
Yon, 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 heals.
Air thrust. The chain between heaven and earth. A wailing banshee. Divine savior. Healing circle.
There you go, thank you.
In a bind.
It's over. Where are you going? Winds of annihilation.
Oh shit! Dodge! Dodge!
I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one out then.
And miss all the fun? No way.
Here I come! Not today! Demon Fang! Shockwave Strike! Here I come! Wind!
Switch to offense! Hurricane Strike! Going in! Corruption!
Take this!
By the power of water! Thunder Field! Annihilation! Do it! Dance in water!
Okay, let's go! Wait, no phase 2? I feel there's gonna be a phase 2. There's a phase 2, ain't it?
Surrender! Fighting is useless now!
Do you think it's really over?
Astral energy. Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve!
What?
It's self-destructed?
Alphen!
I'm okay. Just a little roughed up.
You had me worried there.
Who said you could touch that?
Yo, mama.
Damn it! He's awake!
I should have thought as much.
So you know this place?
Naturally, it was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart.
Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me?
You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
I mean, just grab the thing. Grab the thing now.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Take the shot. Take the shot.
Is that what you think? Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going
Bring
to
it right.
claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alf, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings. You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean Boron was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became a...
A slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right, Volron?
So he posed as a Renin and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
He doesn't give a fuck.
Renan and Danan are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
Alright, the bitch is not dead yet.
A red woman?
Another one?
Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
Serenus Alma!
It's too late. We can't stay here.
We need to go. Outfit!
So, is Linus just gonna butt the blow up? Really? You shape of a fucking heart. Catch you. Don't worry about it. Endure the pain for the wife.
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Let's go.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am.
Oh dear.
Are you two okay?
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Is Volron... Have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
Hey,
Those red women.
to the airport.
What the heck was
To the
their
ship.
deal?
Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
What? Those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renus Alma. Damn it, that's the second time now!
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now, those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renus Alma in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
But seriously, I was not expecting Volron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one whit about Renans or Danans.
Yeah, and not in a good way like with us.
Nope. Okay, we have to go the long way. The story.
I didn't
that's
see
why.
that coming about Volron. As for those red women, to think they were monsters all along.
Tell me about it. One minute they look perfectly human. Next thing you know, they're not actually human at all.
They definitely weren't Renan or Danan. I'm not even sure language would get through to them.
So what were they then? Human Zoogle hybrids?
Pretty much.
Is the most terrifying thing anyone said all day.
How about you, Shion? Dohalim? You ever seen anything like that before?
No, never. However, if they're the same as the Red Woman we've seen with Volron, I think it's safe for us to assume they understand our language at the very least.
I had just so much I wanted to ask them. About Rena, and Shion's thorns.
Unfortunately, they blew themselves up before we got the chance. Why would they do such a thing, though? To take us with them? Or in order to keep something hidden?
Both sound plausible to my ears.
Mm-hmm.
They took off with the Renus Alma too, remember?
Yeah, they did. And the next time we meet them, we're going to make sure they tell us everything they know.
So now we need to go travel back on foot. All the way to the ship. Over had to climb up there, right? You know what? I can see one thing right now. This dress, I want to say, at least she has shorts on. The other one looks like she doesn't have any shorts. Basically underwear. Yes, I've been looking. Shut up. You guys have been looking too. I will not deny it. Wait, if you guys deny it, I call horseshit. Well, I mean, there's only one way to go through this. Murder everything.
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah, and the humbling to me. In a bind. Demon Fang! Make it rain! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Rain down!
Here I come! Demon Fang! I'll smash you! Crush!
Do it, Bird!
Look sharp! Lightning Fire!
Don't get careless.
Seven out of the. Oh, wrong room, wrong fucking room. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, should I not? Never mind. I gotta answer my question.
Going in!
Severing wind! Prepare to be seized!
As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
Demon Fang! Wind!
The waters of
Think you can fly? Fly! Eternal devastation! Try this! Take this! Wind! Searing gale! I'm not done! Shockwave blast!
Thank you, because I need it.
In a bind? Try this!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Molotov!
I have the crest behind me?
Flaming meteor!
Demon Fang!
Oh, that's a new fucking move.
I'm not done!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop. This one's mine.
Take this! How about this? Crush! Prepare to be seized!
Take this!
God damn it, really, when you have to put the damn healing circle right in the fucking middle?
Denied!
Take this! Demon Fang!
Do it!
More! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Oh, I got a new freaking special. Oh, thank God. there's gonna be a lot of fucking shit I need to get. Well, kind of right, something.
I'm in good form. I'll crush any enemy with my mace.
Awesome! We've got an avatar of destruction
Well, I think you need to shut up.
in here.
Truly, she leaves naught but rubble and...
No choice.
Fire's a passive.
Here I come.
This one's mine.
Okay, both Dela and Dohalim are gonna want to die.
No further. Ignite! Take this! Make it rain! Look sharp! Lightning tiger ready!
Huh. Alright. I'll take that.
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
I'm guessing there's gonna be a cutscene with Dohalim and that girl. Probably, yeah.
What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone? Doe?
Oh, fuck yeah, I am.
You two.
Faria, Avakir. Thank goodness you're safe.
Avakir filled me in about everything. About how I ambushed you all.
She doesn't remember a thing, so she really was being controlled.
He told me about Tarnigan, too. Is it true?
Hey,
What difference does it make?
yep,
What's
bitch.
done is done.
Trying to fight me, trying to hit me in the,
Stop
behind my back.
casting me off, just for once.
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenegus is in grave peril.
So I can see.
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged. Some of the basic systems we've managed to keep online, but complete restoration's still a way off.
You're an elite technician, though. You can fix it, right?
Nope.
If so, then what's the problem?
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens. Until now, whenever something like this happened, the Sovereign would issue a decree. But this time, not so much as a peep. Any longer, and we run the risk of riots breaking out before we can get things back up and running.
Forget the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
Fuck it,
Suffice
tell
it
him.
to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was. That
No
is, if
shit.
he ever even existed, which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd...
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenegus from spiraling out of control.
We need to stop that riot.
But how do we do that?
Riots feed on discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
Go the crest.
At ease. Like by letting them hear directly from someone they trust. That's it. Who's the highest-ranking person in Lenegus right now?
Lenegus wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Correct. The closest thing to an authority figure would be a lord. And the only one left is... Ah. Very well then.
Like, god damn it, I had to do this,
Avakir,
don't I?
You mentioned a few facilities were still online. Which ones?
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
Zara is a piece of shit.
Is it over? What's going to happen to all of us?
Gonna die if you don't follow my decree.
Now, fellow Renans of Lenegus. It is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of
Karis, there you go.
Elmenencia.
Look up there, it's Lord Dohalim.
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid. as people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest. The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenegis, not the Lords and Sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope. I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among many. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
Your speech seems to have done the trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing, was it true?
It's still too premature to say with any certainty, but I believe so. This whole time, this world we've been fed was a lie, built on nothing but falsehoods.
But it can't all have been...
Oh, lies?
I can believe it. After everything I saw in the Forbidden Zone, what they did to Faria, it's the only explanation that makes sense.
But what about hierarchy, Avakir? Authority? The very foundations of Renan society?
Bullshit.
How can we live without someone to guide us?
I'd say we found someone capable of doing just that, wouldn't you?
You? You can't be serious.
You want to talk shit?
I have business I must take care of first. But once everything is over, I shall return. But not as your sovereign, nor as a leader the likes of which the people here are used to, I think.
But how else do you propose to rule?
I'm not sure yet. All I have is a feeling that here in Lenegis, a new dawn is on the verge of breaking. One in which people won't be judged by birthright or on the power of their astral arts, but on other things. More important things. Things like, oh, I don't know, musical talent, for example.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong. Truth is, you were always different. I feel like maybe now I can finally begin to accept Turnigan's death. To see a future.
Girl, that's Kisada's man.
You go finish whatever it is you've got to do. I'll hold down the fort here in Lenegis till you get back.
Thank you.
I guess you're not going to make it to Menancia for the foreseeable future, huh?
Indeed. Forgive me.
The people of Elda Menancia can look after themselves just fine. It's the ones here on Lenegis who need someone to guide them. Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help spread the idea of coexistence beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
Sounds like you're in it for the long haul.
How could I not be, after the second chance that I've been granted? From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world. Though the memories of the departed shall remain forever in my heart.
Remember, you're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
True enough. Whatever would I do without you, Kisara?
With or without her, I suspect you're gonna have your hands full when the time comes. We should be heading back to the ship. Business on Rena awaits.
I'm correct, there's like maybe 3 bosses left? Well, for the main story. Son of a bitch, more of these fucking skill panels have to pop out.
Looks like the people of Lenegus can rest easy.
I couldn't have done it without your words of encouragement, Law.
Hey, you're the one who made the speech.
I think everybody can share the credit here.
In one sense, when all is said and done, perhaps I have been a slave this whole time too.
You, a Renan Lord? How do you figure that exactly?
I was complicit in the Renan system, bound by its values, resigned to being swept along, without the resolve to take a stand. And when I realized the severity of my mistake, all I longed for was punishment. A lord. And yet my first instinct was to place my fate in the hands of others.
I think I can relate. I couldn't stand watching my people bow and scrape their way through life, but I didn't know what else I could do about it either. The ability to think for yourself and be your own master, that's what separates a slave from a free person. At least, that's what Law's dad Zephyr used to say. Zephyr taught me how to fight. But in doing so, he also taught me how to live.
Even if it means stumbling along the way. If it's on a road of our own choosing, free of regret. Why, that's the road of freedom. Or, to put it another way, so long as his heart is compromised, even the loftiest of kings is no freer than a slave. I think I finally understand now. This Zephyr character sounds like he was a wise man indeed. I only wish I could have met him.
There's just so much I wish I could ask him, especially now. I wonder, have I been correctly carrying on the torch that he passed to me?
He'll pat you, like in the right in the, basically pat you in the back for doing what you're doing right now.
Known what?
About the darkness I carry inside me. You seem to have been aware of it for quite some time now.
Why ask me now? What does it matter? But yes, I have. I've pretty much known that something was gnawing at you ever since we left Menancia.
So basically since the very start of our journey then. Just when I thought I couldn't feel more ashamed.
Leave the past where it belongs. We have no need for it now. You're forging ahead. That's what matters. If my brother could see you, he'd be proud.
Not as proud as he would be of his sister, I'm sure.
Well then, just as well it's not a competition, huh?
Yeah, with the other girl trying to take her fucking bracelet.
Kisara? Anyone at home in there?
Sorry. Did I look distracted?
Among other things. To be entirely honest, I couldn't tell whether you were smiling or frowning.
You were thinking about Dohalim, weren't you?
That obvious, huh? I was just thinking how good it is to see him moving forward at last. It was always so infuriating, knowing how capable he could be if he just put his mind to it. A prisoner trapped in a cage of his own self-doubt. But now, he's finally beginning to spread his wings. I'm happy for him.
So, then why do you look so sad?
Oh, I don't know if I'd say sad. There's a bittersweetness to it, I guess. It's good and strange, knowing that he won't be needing me anymore. It probably sounds weird, doesn't it? I have this massive worry off my mind. I should be jumping up and down for joy, right?
Must be that maternal instinct of yours at work.
Rinwell's right. You're like a mother bird, finally letting go as her child takes his first shaking and nervous flight from the nest.
A pretty big child.
That's one way to look at it. I wouldn't like to see Dohalim's face if he heard you say that.
Don't treat me as a
made
goddamn
me
child.
realize I can't allow myself to become a prisoner of my own making like he was. If Dohalim can forge his own path ahead, then I can too. I won't be left behind.
Alright, now where's the ship? actually want to know if that's the right part of the body for the tail. It look like it actually is coming out on her. Feels like a little bit too high for some reason. Okay, for a second I'm like, wait, what the hell's going on over there? I heard like some strange noise, like, okay. And I wouldn't be surprised if I get jumped right here by a goddamn giant monster. For a second, I thought that was a chest. It's not. That sword. I mean. That sword. Set course to fucking Rena.
Lenegis, but we just ended up finding more questions.
You can say that again. And now we have more problems to fix too. Like figuring out how to reform Lenegis.
That can wait for now. We've got more than enough on our plates to deal with as it is. Like figuring out who's really running the show on Rena.
Yeah. Which is why we're going to the Renan homeworld.
All the answers we've been looking for are on that planet. The person responsible for all this. The Red Woman and the Renaissama. The answers have to be there. Are we prepared to finally find them?
So, what do we do first when we get there?
We know nothing about the Renan homeworld or what we might face once we arrive. We should get a feel for how things are on the ground before we take any serious steps.
It's also entirely possible that the first thing we're going to face is an attack.
If we come across a capital, we should...
Okay, what? What fucking happened?
What?
Oh shit, great. What, you gonna keep blast us? She's gonna keep blast us, ain't she? And that is it, folks. That's how fucking Tales of Rise ends. Roll credits.